Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the last great Coliseum, home of the world's fastest half mile, the Bristol Motor Speedway, for the finale of the B-Main Bandits National Tour, featuring the non-wing 360 sprint cars and the super late models as the support class. Qualifying for tonight's finale shook out just like this. Keep in mind this track, 0.533 of a mile. Just a little over a half mile around. Quick time tonight goes to Noah Bowman, the series champ, 15.378 around this monster half mile. Only 10 cars brave enough to tackle the high banks and the high speeds tonight. Heat race action would see Noah Bowman bring home heat race number 1 over Austin Thornton, Joey Smith, Ricky Mandonka, and Richie Gaines. And Heat 2 would go to the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean over Kendrick Hom, Ryan Paget, Andrew Thornton, and Jay Schaff. Before we get into tonight's feature events, we want to take you just down the road a little ways to show you something really special. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Millbridge Speedway here in Salisbury, North Carolina, home of some of the best micro-sprint racing action in the country. To do something special to set the first 4 rows for the championship finale at the Bristol Motor Speedway on Tuesday night. What you'll see here is a non-wing 360 sprint car pole shuffle. The top 8 in points are eligible to compete, starting off with the 7th and 8th place drivers in points facing off, where the winner will move on and race the 6th place driver in points, and the loser will start 8th on the grid. The loser of the next pair will start 7th, and so on and so forth until we have the first 4 rows set. Cars must be side by side to the flag stand, and it's a green-white checkered race. Winner moves on, loser stays in that spot on the grid. Now that we're caught up, let's get to the action. Alright folks, first pair here in the pole shootout. 7th place in points, Joey Smith. 8th place in points, Ryan Paget, going for the 7th position on the grid in tonight's A-Main event. Drivers side by side at the flag stand. Joey Smith fires first on the high side, Paget down low. Kind of unforeseen how it's going to be with 2 cars on track, and it's going to be pretty rowdy. Both drivers make contact and get together. Joey Smith, front end knocked out of the race car. Ryan Paget is going to idle his way around. Not the cleanest way to do it, definitely not intentional. But that will move him on up on the grid as he will now race the 6th place driver in points. Sixth place in points is the driver out of Joplin, Missouri. Wheeling AMT Racing Services B-Main Bandits, number 69 of Austin Thornton. Higher qualified car gets to choose inside or outside for the start. Looks like Austin electing to choose the outside as well. Oh, they're going to flip-flop this time. Try it again, 2 by 2. Have to be side by side at the flag stand or the start will be waved off. Both drivers side by side, green flags in the air. Austin pushes tight. Paget tries to power back by on the low side. Real tight again through 3 and 4. Austin spins the car out into turn number 1. Ryan Paget's going to work his way around. Checkered flag flies. Ryan Paget moves up yet another spot as he is now going to race for the 5th starting spot. Originally was going to be Todd LeBeau. Todd LeBeau, the only driver not answering the call to make the pole shootout here. So that'll bring up Andrew Thornton, the driver out of Granbury, Texas. AMT Racing Services B-Main Bandits, number 31 out of Granbury, Texas. Looks like Andrew's going to choose to start on the high side of the speedway. Same old song and dance, 2 by 2 to the flag stand. Side by side at the flag. Both drivers try to go low. Thornton pushes tight. Trying to use the momentum of the high side of the racetrack. Gets right to the back bumper of Ryan Paget. Looks like it's going to be too little too late. Ryan Paget's going to win another one. Paget moving up through this field. Now going to race the third place competitor in points for his spot on the grid for tonight's A-Main at Bristol. Next driver he's going to line up with, driver out of Paris, Tennessee, the JMR B-Main Bandits, number 81 of the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean. McLean, the winningest driver in B-Main Bandits history, 45 wins to his tally prior to this season. Hasn't picked up a couple more throughout this long season. Electing to start on the outside, keeping Ryan Paget down low. Trying to be side by side at the flag stand. Green flag's there, and we're back underway. McLean with a run off the cushion. Bounces it off the wall through turns 3 and 4. White flag one more time. Paget tries to rotate it around the bottom. Drag race down the back straightaway. Backstep across the racetrack. Jackson McLean going to be the first one to take Ryan Paget down. That'll put Ryan Paget third on tonight's grid. Or fourth, excuse me. Fourth on the grid. Next up will be Jay Schaff, representing Rip the Lip Esports, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, in the 3, currently second in points. Jay selects to start on the inside. Keeps McLean to the outside. They're going to trot their way down to the flag stand. Within a wheel or so, Schaff's got it rotated and motivated around the bottom. McLean trying to set sail on the cushion. McLean goes to switch up lines, gets a big run on the bottom. Schaff takes the line away. Checkered flag is out. Jay Schaff going to move on to the front row. Jackson McLean will start P3 in tonight's main. Final pair here in the pole shuffle. Jay Schaff and the kid out of Springfield, Illinois, the Indy Race Parts Esports, number 24 of Noah Bowman. Not sure if we're going to go this time or we're going to make him go one more time around. One more time around, says the flagman. Noah Bowman with 14 wins on the season has already locked down the championship. Now wanting to do battle with his former teammate for the pole position in the main event at Bristol. As they are underway, Noah Bowman goes to throw the slider. A little bit of contact right rear to the left front tire of Jay Schaff over the berm, and Bowman gets tight. Jay Schaff smooth and steady around the high side of the speedway, and Jay Schaff is going to start on the pole for the main event at Bristol Motor Speedway. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed the pole shuffle here at the Millbridge Speedway. Wanted to shake it up and do something fun for the series finale, but sit tight, because the big dance is coming up right after your super late model A main event. All right, folks, feature time for the final support series race of the season. Starting on the pole for your super late model is going to be number 32 of Tom Ostendorf. Henry Call off to his outside, making his debut with the B-Main Bandits Racing League. Joey Smith and Ryan Paget in row number 2. Austin Thornton and Jackson McLean in row number 3. Row number 4 is going to see Andrew Thornton and Noah Bowman. And your final row, we'll see Kendrick Hom and Tim Berner. Oh, excuse me, final car on track will be the 11 of Jay Schaff. Ostendorf and Koloff lead the field down. Green flags in the air. We're underway here at Bristol. Koloff motors his way around the high side of the racetrack. He's got the lead this time into turn number 3. Car a little bit tight up there on that high side. He's going to lead lap number 1. Ryan Paget trying to move his way to the front now, side by side with Tom Ostendorf. Right behind, Ostendorf gets right in front of Jackson McLean. Paget going for the lead here on lap number 2. Throws the slider on Koloff. Koloff tries to turn down the racetrack. Not going to do it. Ryan Paget's going to lead lap number 2. Yellow flag is out. Have to go back and take a look. Caution flag going to fly for the 32 of Ostendorf. Goes to go underneath Austin Thornton, not realizing he's 3 wide with Jackson McLean and Noah Bowman. Joey Smith gets collected in the process as well. As the field stacks up 2 by 2, Ryan Paget and Henry Koloff going to lead the field down. Austin Thornton and Jackson McLean in row number 2. Pace truck dives off. Paget fires, and we're back underway here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Paget slides right to the high side. Koloff and McLean with a big run off the cushion. Austin Thornton and brother Andrew working the low side of the speedway, trying to find something nobody else has yet. Austin pulls even with McLean for 3rd. Slips the grip just a little bit, allows McLean to drive away. And Jackson McLean trying to work around the low side of Henry Koloff. Koloff right to the back bumper of Ryan Paget. You got a 3-way dance for the lead. Koloff really got that car hooked up and rolling on the high side. Makes contact with the outside wall. Jackson McLean diamond cuts turns 1 and 2. Turns 3 and 4, throws the slider for P2, and he's going to get it. Now McLean trying to set sail and catch back up with Ryan Paget. Back behind the Thornton boys is still nose to tail, running 4th and 5th. Austin working up high, Andrew down low. Andrew gets a big run off the bottom. Closing right to the back bumper of his younger brother's car. Into 1 and 2. Does he send the slider? No, he keeps it hooked up around the bottom. Closes the gap on him once again. Noah Bowman running the Scott Bloomquist tribute machine. Waiting for either one of them to make a mistake. Austin up high, trying to reel in Henry Koloff. He wants his way onto the podium. The Thornton boys are side by side for P4. Andrew trying to roll it down low. Austin still hustling the high side. Both brothers high through turns 3 and 4. Noah Bowman starting to fall back just a little bit. Koloff trying to work his way up to Jackson McLean. Austin Thornton contact with the outside wall. Andrew throws the big slide job in 3 and 4, and he's got P4 for the time being. Now Austin looking low. Thought about the slider. Andrew gets into the outside wall. That's going to allow Noah Bowman to join this fight here as we've seen the cross flags. We're halfway home here in this one. Both Ryan Paget and Jackson McLean make contact with the outside wall up front. McLean with a little bit of run on Paget for the lead. Ryan Paget into the outside wall. Somehow that front end stays together as McLean gets by. Field catching right up to the back bumper of Tom Ostendorf. Your initial pole center here now about to become lap traffic. Top 3 runners still up on the high side. Looking to find a way around Ostendorf. McLean goes to the bottom. Ostendorf to the wall. Top 3 drivers are going to clear him. Now Paget tries to fire the slider back for the lead. Scrubs a lot of speed on exit, but he's able to hold on to it. Now McLean through the middle of the speedway this time. Trying to pull even with Ryan Paget once again. Falls in line behind him. Contact with the back bumper of Paget. Call off right there as well. Paget in the wall, McLean in the wall, call off involved as well. Andrew Thornton's going to slip by. He's going to throw the slider on call off and inherit the lead as they come down to the start-finish line. The yellow flag finally flies. Saw Ryan Paget get into the outside wall and collect McLean. And Andrew Thornton, being the opportunist, slides by on the inside and picks off 3 spots in the process. Coming back to green this time, Andrew Thornton, now your leader. Henry Koloff in P2 and Noah Bowman currently on the podium. Pace truck dives off. Thornton fires from the high side, and we're back underway here at Bristol. 9 laps to go this time. Thornton rolls low through 1 and 2, brings Noah Bowman with him back to the high side. Bowman down low through 3 and 4. No momentum as Thornton's going to drive back by. Now down to the inside. Both drivers this time through 1 and 2. Thornton back to the top through 3 and 4. Noah Bowman just trying to get a run where Thornton's not. Thornton down to the low side once again through turns 1 and 2. Both drivers to the cushion at 3 and 4. Bowman trying to get a run off the cushion, be able to diamond line down the front straightaway. Thornton slips the grip through 1 and 2. Now going to battle side by side with Noah Bowman. Bowman's going to throw the slider for the lead. Thornton with the momentum goes to cross him over down the front straightaway 5 more times around here at Bristol. Thornton has it down low. Bowman crosses him down low. Down back straightaway into turn number 3. Another slider for the lead. Bit of grip through the middle that nobody has found yet, and Bowman's got it. Andrew Thornton down low through turns 1 and 2. Checks up just a bit to avoid contact, and Noah Bowman finally has some breathing room. Coming down this time, 3 laps to go. Further back in the pack, we got some action for the 3rd and final podium position. Jay Schaff, Henry Koloff, and Kendrick Hom all battling it out. Koloff, a little bit of contact with the outside wall, allows Kendrick Hom by. This time by coming to the white flag. Noah Bowman has seen the white. Through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, sails it off to turn number 3 and 4. Off of 4, checkered flags in the air, and Noah Bowman. Representing Indy Race Parts Esports with the Blue Tribute machine, makes Black Sunshine look good on the high side. It's going to bring home another win here in the Support Series. Andrew Thornton going to bring it home P2, and Jay Schaff ends up with the 3rd and final podium position. Great showing tonight. Hit the last great Coliseum for our super late models to round out the Support Series Championship. With 5 wins on the season and staying consistent through multiple disciplines of dirt racing, your season champion with the National Support Series is going to be the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean in the 81. And your A feature rundown for the finale of the Support Series shakes out just like this. Your winner is Noah Bowman. Andrew Thornton in P2. Jay Schaff rounds out the podium. Jackson McLean and Henry Koloff round out the top 5. Joey Smith, Tim Berner, Kendrick Hom, Austin Thornton, Tom Ostendorf, and Reckon Ryan Paget round out your 11-car field. But as you know, the party's not over. The National Tour Sprint Car A-Main here at the series finale is next. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime for the final time this season for your B-Main Bandits National Tour Sprint Cars. 10 of the best going to go for 30 laps around the high-banked half mile here in Bristol, and let's see your starting lineup. As you see the field rolling out in the position they would have qualified for in their heat races, you're going to watch the field reset after the pole shuffle. Scheduled to start shotgun on the field this evening, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, representing Rip the Lip Esports. That's going to be the 70, or the 11 in this case, of Richie Gaines. To his inside, the driver out of Indianapolis, Indiana, the 25 of Kendrick Hom, making his return to the league. Just ahead of him, the California driver, the 46 of Ricky Mandonka. Now getting into your pole shuffle competitors, Todd LeBobe not making the call to the finale. That's going to put Joey Smith in the 7th starting position. Austin Thornton rolling off from P6. Andrew Thornton from 5th. Ryan Padgett from 4th. Jackson McLean from 3rd. Points champion Noah Bowman outside of the front row. And Jay Schaff's going to lead the field down to the green one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got 10 of the best on iRacing set to do battle for 30 laps around the Bristol Motor Speedway. Sit down, strap in, and hold on tight as we take you on a 3-wide virtual thrill ride one more time with the B-Main Bandits National Sprint Cars. Field comes down to green. Jay Schaff fires, Noah Bowman follows, and we are underway here for the finale at Bristol. Schaff with a big run through the middle. Jackson McLean looking down to the inside of Noah Bowman for P2. Andrew Thornton and Ryan Padgett side by side. Thornton through the middle. Contact with Ryan Padgett. Padgett's in the wall. And that is going to draw the first yellow of the night. As the field reassembles, single file down the back straightaway, Andrew Thornton accepting fault for the cause of the caution goes to the tail. Going to bring up Jay Schaff, Noah Bowman, and Jackson McLean. Your top 3 as we come back to green. Schaff fires. We are back underway. Ripping the lip around the high side, as is Noah Bowman. Jackson McLean making his play for P2 already, working through the middle of the speedway. Bowman with the big run off the high side. Side by side for second. McLean's got a big run off the middle. He's going to slide up in front of Noah Bowman, and he's got P2 for the time being. Back behind, Ricky Mandonka gets around Austin Thornton for P4. Richie Gaines trying to move his way through the field as well. Started shotgun on the field, now up to 6th. Jackson McLean staying ahead of Noah Bowman, but got 0.8 of a second to the leader, Jay Schaff, out front. Bowman changes up the line, goes down low, tries to find something that McLean hasn't found yet. Ricky Mandonka riding around in 4th. Austin Thornton and Richie Gaines about to do battle for the 5th position. Thornton slips the grip just a little bit. Gaines is going to turn it down low off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's a drag race for 5th. And Gaines is going to throw the short slider on Thornton and get the spot. Here comes Austin. He winds it up, fires it in. Decides to, against the slider, stays down low. They're going to drag race once again for the 5th spot, and Thornton's got it back. Thornton gets tight on quarter entry, and that's going to let Gaines power back by on the diamond line. Great battle going on here in the mid-pack. Back out front, Jay Schaff over a 1-second lead over Jackson McLean. Noah Bowman setting sail around the high side, trying to find his way to the back bumper of Jackson McLean. And while we're flying around the Bristol Motor Speedway, let's go for a ride with Noah Bowman. Listen to the throttle just about wide open around here. See Bowman reeling McLean in, slips the grip big time in turns 1 and 2 and loses the run. That allows Ricky Mandonka to reel in Bowman quite a bit for P3. Jay Schaff still out front, continuing to drive away. 1.3 seconds the gap to Jackson McLean. Noah Bowman side by side with McLean. A little bit of contact there through turns 3 and 4. Wheel contact in open wheel sprint car racing is terrifying. It's even more terrifying when you remember that these cars are doing over 100 miles an hour in the corners and nearing 150 on the straightaways without the wing to keep them planted. Got him slicing and dicing for P2. Jackson McLean tries to blow back by on the low side. Another slide job on Bowman for P2. Long slider. Bowman crosses him over. You got a drag race for P2 as the cross flags are shown. 15 down, 15 to go. Big impact with the wall for Bowman. Ricky Mandonka is there. Ricky a little bit tight on corner entry and loses Bowman just a touch. Richie Gaines currently runs in the 5th position. Ryan Paget in 6th. Austin Thornton has dropped back down to 7th. Older brother Andrew in 8th. Jay Schaff still out front, 1.7 seconds. The advantage, but Noah Bowman starting to reel him in ever so slightly. Ricky Mandonka trying to close in on Jackson McLean. Few car lengths behind, keeping it smooth and steady right on the cushion. Gets a good run down the back straightaway, pulls McLean within several car lengths. Schaff out front, starting to see the tail of the field. Kendrick Hom in jeopardy of becoming the first lap car of the night. Schaff turns it down low on the speedway. Hom wisely backs out the throttle and lets him go 1 lap down. Joey Smith with big rear differential trouble lets Schaff go as well. Noah Bowman catching up to the lappers. Smith trying to hold it down low. Kendrick Hom on the high side. Bowman gets through both Hom and Smith. Now Jackson McLean will be the next car set to try to navigate the lappers. Inside of 10 to go here already. Side-by-side battle with Ricky Mandonka for the 3rd and final podium position. McLean, a little bit of contact with the outside wall. They try to split Smith, and it doesn't go according to plan. Yellow flag is out. Ricky Mandonka getting into the slower car of Joey Smith. Ricky Mandonka with a whole head of steam on the low side. Tries to split Joey Smith. Mandonka able to keep going. Perhaps not. Big damage to the front suspension of the 46 machine. As the field gets ready to come back to green, nobody wanted to see that caution less than Jay Schaff. Now has Noah Bowman right on his tail tank coming down to green with only a handful of laps remaining. Schaff fires and we're back underway with 6 laps to go. Jackson McLean trying to take over the 2nd spot from Noah Bowman. Bowman with a good run off the high side. Bowman trying to find the speed on the razor-thin cushion around the top side of the speedway. He's got a run on Schaff. Schaff's in the wall into turn number 3. Slide job for the lead. Bowman clobbers the wall as Schaff turns down underneath him and drives back by. 4 laps to go. both drivers in the wall with 1 and 2. Schaff still on the wall. Bowman's going to get by, as does Jackson McLean. Momentarily, Schaff gathers it back up on the low side. McLean carries momentum on the high side 3 more times around. Jay Schaff through the back bumper of Jackson McLean, trying to get back by for P2, and he's got 2 laps to do it. Right behind Richie Gaines, Andrew Thornton battling for the 4th position. Schaff is right to the back bumper of McLean. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. And Schaff's going to slip the grip out of 2. That's going to let McLean walk. But through turns 3 and 4 for the final time this season, checkered flag number 15. To the kid out of Springfield, Illinois, representing Indy Race Parts Esports, your National Tour champion, the 24 of Noah Bowman. Jackson McLean's going to bring it home in P2, and Jay Schaff, after a strong run up front the entire race, is going to round out the podium here in the finale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the B-Main Bandits National Tour tonight here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And for the season, this does conclude our National Tour season of 21 weeks of racing. We sure hope you've enjoyed the ride this season throughout the last 21 weeks of racing. Be sure to stay here with us on the B-Main Bandits YouTube channel, as the first week of January we will be bringing you the Tulsa Shootout. All 4 of the micro sprint classes will be in action, as well as the first winter season of 2025, where the Mighty Midgets will make their return, as well as the switch from the non-wing 360s to the 410 non-wing sprint cars for season 1 of 2025. Thank you once again for watching. Congratulations to our series champions, Jackson McLean in the support series and Noah Bowman with the non-wing National Tour. Good night from Bristol Motor Speedway, and we'll see you next time.